So I had an idea for the show. Growing up,
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty big, bro.
she said,
Pause.
I used to collect NFL trading cards.
Okay.
None of them are worth any money. So I thought it'd be fun to because I haven't looked at these in forever. That'd be fun to just randomly turn to a page, pull out like a random player. All right, ready? Tell me when to stop.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Beep. Stop. Drop.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Athletic Aesthetic Podcast. My name is Vinnie. I'm your host, and I'm here with my co-host,
Trey Tipton, how we doing?
The one and only Trey Tipton. How are you today, dude?
I'm good, man. We just ate some good turkey, so I'm a little bit sleepy as you can't see it in my face.
It hit me hard, right before we hit record. We gotta take me through all right. So if you're like sleepy before a pregame, like for a game, like what are you doing?
Bro, first of all, we usually have smelling salts, so it's like off rip.
Should we do some smelling salts before an episode?
I think we should.
I mean, I'm down.
I don't
do we
have any.
Where do you get those?
That's a great question. I really don't know. They always just had them on deck, and they put them
What
on the
are
water
they?
Pneumonia? Something like that? Ammonia?
Pneumonia? I think that's a sickness.
Ammonia? Something like that. I don't know.
Ammonia?
It's ammonia, right? I said pneumonia. I mean, hey.
Same thing.
Same thing to me.
I don't know what either of them are, so you could just make them both up.
No, but essentially they put it in the water bottle. They crinkle the water bottle up, and then like you shake it around, and you just.
Would you do it every game?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. They'll just wake you up immediately.
I've never done it one time.
It wakes you up. Like when people get knocked out, that's what they use.
Really?
Smelling salts, yeah, to wake you up.
No.
Get you going.
Really?
Immediately.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yes,
Yeah.
It hurts like in the back of your head.
Like it wakes you up immediately.
I need those.
Like the back of your brain.
I'm on like 4 cups of coffee today, and just like at this point, it's like a reverse effect.
Nah, smelling salts, hit it on the head, bro. You feel it in the back of your head.
Really?
And immediately you
Does it
wake
give you
up.
a headache?
Not even necessarily a headache. It's just like, wake up, brother. Like it's
All right,
like,
next episode, I need you to bring in some
Smell it.
smelling salts for me.
listen, we're going to do it because right now
Do it right
we
here on the
need it.
camera, first time. Just
Don't do it that hard. You will pass out.
Really?
You will pass out.
Bro.
be good content though.
Hey, listen, and I'm going to sit there and laugh the whole time before I wake your ass up.
I'm gonna do it. You have to bring it. We'll figure it out for the next episode.
Sounds good.
So yeah, dude. We didn't post an episode last week.
No. Tell
I
me
was
why.
actually in Disney World, and so
You was with Goofy and them.
dude, I didn't actually. I saw Goofy in a parade, but it was the first time I was in Disney for like 15 years. Not really, maybe like 10. But it's not what I remember.
I've never been.
You've never been to Disney?
I've
World?
never been to Disney. Used to live in Orlando, too.
For real?
Yeah, used to live right around the street from it. Never been.
Dang. Do you want to go?
Like, I used to want to go back 'cause I used to be a Disney kid, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up on The Lion King,
Yeah.
The Little Mermaids, all that, Aladdin. But then as I got older and I used to hear everybody's stories, like, bro, I hate Disney World, bro. It's just like you're walking forever. And I'm like, I don't care about Goofy and them all like that. You know what I mean?
For me, it's like, I mean, the characters are like cool for the kids.
Right.
We went on, the first ride we went on was this new like Star Wars ride, and it's wild.
What's it called? Death Star.
Rise of the Resistance, I think.
That's smooth.
So they capture you, and the ride is basically like you're trying to break out of the enemy spaceship, and it's just it's pretty sick.
Do you actually have to think, or is it like?
No, like you're in a, like you're being interrogated. So like the whole that's the cool part about Disney is like,
It's interactive.
yeah, like you go to Kennywood or like whatever local amusement park. When you wait in line, you just wait in line. At Disney, it's like you're taken through a story on most of the rides. Where like, for example, we went into like the first part of the line or whatever. You're walking through this like cave from like another planet with like all this like astronaut and like space gear, and then you get into the first like waiting room, and they're like walking around like, and like if you do something, they like
They
they
point
like
at you.
you're captured. So like all the
Oh.
people that work there are like you're the enemy, and they like they tell you where to go and where to stand and how to act, and it's funny because like the kids are terrified, and like they think it's real. And then anyways, you get into like this waiting room, and then finally you get on the ride, and they're like, all right, we're breaking you out of here, and like the whole ride is they're like breaking you out, and like you keep running into
That's pretty
the
cool, though.
people. It's pretty sick.
That is pretty cool. I can't lie.
But anyways, I don't remember Disney being this way because now I'm seeing it as an adult, and it's like, dude, it's more work than it is anything. Like,
Explain, bro, because I know you got your steps in.
well, everything's through an app now. So like, if you just show up to Disney World and you just show up to like ride, you're gonna stand in lines all day because everyone has like virtual queues through the app. So like you can go to like a ride on the app, check yourself in, and have to come back for that ride at that time. So you don't have to wait in the line.
Disney's improved.
But it makes it more complicated because the first day and a half of the trip, like the guy explaining it to us before we went was like, try to tell us how to do it. But until you like get there and like figure it out for yourself, it took us a day and a half to figure it out. So we I don't know. It was like
a
half
lot of
the
work.
trip.
It was a lot of work. It sounds like a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. Are you in football season still?
No, we're out of football season. We took a L.
You did.
Took an L, man. It was a hard-fought game. The kids fought hard, but Central Catholic had a lot of good kids over there, but as well as a lot of good coaches, and they came ready to play. So now it's Central Catholic versus North Allegheny. So that should be interesting in the Whitfield Championship.
So what's off season look like for Trey Tip?
Off season right now, man. I'm training kids, trying to find different spaces to be able to put my face in. And what I mean by that is that we also have a 7-on-7 team that we're working very hard on. The PA Goblins, man. We're trying to build a space where kids can learn film, watch film, get training, but also learn about their bodies, how to take care of your body, and really focus on the physical therapy side of things as well as the film side of things, right?
Yeah.
So that's something that I find very important. I love to do. Playing catch up right now, though, because there's a lot of work to be done, but it's my off-season work. It's my fun things to do. It's my favorite hobby.
Mm-hmm. If Trey Tipton was a ride at Disney World, what would the ride be about? And what kind of ride would it be? That's a good question.
It'd be like a strong roller coaster. You know what I mean? Like you go to a very top and then you plummet dang near to the very like close to the ground, and then you shoot back up, then you cruise for a second, and then you dip back down, and then you go the whole way back up. But I promise you, like, my life would be the craziest roller coaster that they have at Disney.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you never know when the drop is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're up, and it's like, oh, and then you ride here for a second. It's like, this isn't too bad. Boom, it's over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, bro, there's always a good ending. You know what I'm saying? You got the chance to say that you rode an incredible ride and had a good time. So I would say I'll be one of those crazy roller coasters.
Swing. I mean, I'm assuming yours would have to be some sort of swing, but like some sort of giant, just
giant swing. Call it the pendulum.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, bro. I've always been a giant fan of the giant swings. So like,
at Kennywood, like the swing shot.
The slingshot's fire too.
Nah, you know the one that's scary? You know the ones where you're basically bungee jumping at Kennywood and you jump off, they pull the latch on you?
Oh, the sky coaster? I've done that.
Yo.
No, wait, sky coaster? Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a roller
What is it
coaster
called?
guy.
I've done that before. It's fun.
See, I enjoy.
Like that.
I'm weird, bro. Can I keep it real? It's not gonna be a long tangent. It's gonna be very short. I'm not scared to go skydiving, but roller coasters aren't my thing. It's weird.
Really?
Like,
Why?
I'd rather skydive than do roller coasters.
Why?
I think Final Destination as a movie destroyed me. Like, I'm being for real. Like, actually destroyed.
You know, I've never seen that.
It's probably best you haven't.
Yeah.
So you've never seen the videos of the dudes who like will be like they got the parachute open and then the cords are just.
See, I mean, that to me, bro, like, I almost feel like for some reason, like, I got time to think about life before I hit that ground.
Bro, I don't need to think about it.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like with roller coasters, bro, like, if I don't, like, I feel like I somewhat have control. I don't know why. Skydiving in comparison to having control in a roller coaster. Because I feel like if there's a malfunction on a roller coaster, it's just a lot more, like, terrible. If you have a malfunction while you're skydiving, you're just dead. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's wraps. Like, I don't like the feeling of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but you could survive a malfunction you just have to walk down the hill. Like, what do you think? The roller
Happens
coaster?
once a week at Gettywood.
Yeah. You die for sure in one of these scenarios.
You know where my really biggest, like, fear is? You remember the pitfall?
Yeah.
Okay, so recently, probably like a year ago,
Afraid
kid
the
died.
brakes won't.
Like, the kid died from, like, the thing coming up, and he flew out and smacked the ground.
We've talked about this, bud.
Yeah.
I could hold on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get thrown off.
Bro, listen, I'm
I
talking
would
about.
be able to.
You gotta hold on for dear life.
Yeah, I can
Like,
do it.
You're gonna have to hold your legs.
Sweating.
You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
We rode the rock and roller coaster. When I ride roller coasters like that, I like to sit in the seat like this, so that the
Thing don't go down.
it don't go down all the way, and the guy comes by and checks it, and then I sit back and I got a little bit of room because I like to
I hate that. Like
I don't like
I hate
being like unable to breathe on the ride.
I get that too, but I like to feel secure. Like I hate when
Yeah.
I like, for example, the roller coasters that go like this and up and over. If my body hits the thing that's supposed to be holding me, and my butt's no longer in the seat. Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad. I don't even want to do this no more. Like,
I love that.
Like
kinda shit.
that part kills me. I'm just like, yo, like
Huh.
I'm supposed to be secure in this. I want to enjoy it, but I don't want to feel like I'm close to dying. And I think my problem is I'm not heavy enough. Like I'm skinny, right? So my fear is my little skinny butt's gonna slip through that thing and it's over with, bro. I'm gonna get caught on the ride on the way down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never was like, I need some type of control. Like I feel like for some reason, and it makes no sense now that I'm saying it out loud. It really doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But
Glad
like,
we're having this moment.
like
You were just gonna go skydiving and just be like,
and I'm okay with that. I don't know why.
Yeah, the second that you hop out the plane, it's control's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I feel like I got it. Like I feel like I'm flying. You know what I mean?
You
like
are,
I'm
bud.
flying like I'm a bird
Following
for
the
a second.
style.
But at the same side, like just like
that's a Disney. I just
I
got
don't
my
know.
mind on Disney, I guess, right now, dude.
you know, I don't know. I just want to skydive. I don't like roller coasters. I still get on them though. Don't get it twisted. Like I still ride them. You know what I mean all the time. But I'm just
Oh.
not a fan.
So our family, like, I'm talking about Disney, but like, we didn't have a great time. like,
Oh yeah, it was terrible. Eh?
I mean, I'm grateful for the trip because my father-in-law put it together. Like, we have family in Minnesota. They flew there. We met. Like, it was like a family reunion /
No, tell them about your family group chat. What's currently getting posted.
They're all talking about things they'd rather stick in their eye than go back to Disney.
They're just finding sharp objects at work. And they're like, this
Yeah.
will work.
yeah. And bro, so there was a stretch.
This worked.
There was a stretch where I felt like like the first day was a shit show. I told you we couldn't figure out the apps, so we were just standing in line for like an entire day. And then we get to the second park. We went to the park with the castle, the Magic Kingdom, the
Right.
second day. And I finally figured out the fast pass around like lunchtime, and then like booked our first one for like 2:30. And I'm like, let's go. It's
did
up
it.
from here. Like, we figured it out.
Right.
So we get to the first fast pass. We blow by the line. Like everyone's like, let's go. Like we finally got on.
We did it.
Yeah, we didn't wait 2 hours for a ride that takes you 30 seconds to ride. So we get in line. We ride the ride. It's great. Get off. And I'm like, dude, rest of the trip's great. I have like the next 3-4 hours planned out with passes. As we're looking at the map on how to get to the next ride in the park, I'm talking to my father-in-law. He just disappears. And I look over, and there's an old lady on a scooter just on top of him. Like, he got hawked by a lady on a scooter. Bro, like, ran over. He had, like, tire marks on his legs. And he was already feeling like shit because he was sick. And
Free safety them.
Hey,
Talked him
no,
down.
Dude, she
bro, we
flew
got
out
Brian
Brian
Dawkins.
I swear, bro.
she's out there. Fucking animal crawling towards
Hey,
him, like, on
yo.
the scooter. dude.
She was like, I see him.
Like kicks over his father-in-law.
Hey, yo, she's like, I see him right there.
Bro, she ran him over, and he's like, I grabbed him, and she didn't let go of the throttle, and she didn't know she was on the throttle. Bro, the craziest part is that we had to remove her hand from the throttle, or she was just gonna keep spinning tire on top of
She was
him.
gonna kill him.
And then we get her off, and she just goes, and just fucking drives away. No sorry, no nothing, just drives away.
Yo, there's no way you're lying.
I swear on my life, this
Hey,
happened.
bro, no, I'd have lost it.
I
I'd have
swear
been.
on my life.
Immediately called the park for the footage.
That's a
Well, it was
movie.
right outside of Pirates of the Caribbean on Saturday, so tell them to look up the footage. I got the fast pass time was 2:30. I know the exact timestamp.
Listen,
probably
you
to look at
need
this shit.
that footage.
Bro, he could probably like file a lawsuit on that.
No, you
like,
can't. You wanna know why?
Disney deleted that.
That is
already.
the
It's
that is
gone.
the definition of a hit and run. Like she said.
Yeah. Well, someone rented her the scooter, so
Hey, you
gotta-
can get some checks. You can get a
yeah.
check.
I just wanted to get out of the lines. I was like, dude, if we can get you a chair now, like we'll get to the front of these lines.
I ain't
I was
gonna lie
trying to talk
you.
him into it.
If I'm her though, as I'm leaving, I'm ringing my horn. And then I'm out of there.
Yo, when I tell you, like, okay, You imagine that situation. How do you think you'd respond?
But I honestly don't know. First of all, here's my problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's my problem. When somebody gets hurt in front of me, like my first initial reaction is to laugh. And I don't know why. It's probably just because of how I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's bad.
Same.
You know what I mean? And then I want to help, but you go and hear me.
You want to know what I did? You want to know what I did? This. And then I did this. And watched her right away. And then I look back, and he's just getting up, looking at his legs. Bro, it wasn't a soft hit either. Those things move.
She Ray Lewis this man,
Bro,
bro.
it was crazy. So then we went to...
bad contact.
Yeah.
In UFC, she beat Conor McGregor.
Yeah. So I had an idea for the show. Okay. Growing up,
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty big, bro.
she said.
Pause.
All right.
Wow.
So growing up, I had this book, and I've had ADHD since I don't know how to sit with this, as you can tell.
It's a big book.
If only we had a desk.
That's the size of the first Bible
Damn,
right
that's
there.
crazy. If only we had a $40,000 desk.
Yeah. So I had ADHD as a kid, and as you can tell, like I used to start and not finish projects. I half drew this Steeler logo when I was like 7.
Good job, 7-year-old Vinnie.
So this book is all kinds of. I used to collect like NFL trading cards.
Okay.
None of them are worth any money. I've looked at a few of them that I thought might be. Just unplug my mic. No.
No, you're good.
So I thought it'd be fun to like random, because I haven't looked at these in forever.
Okay.
That'd be fun to just randomly turn to a page every episode, pull out like a random player, and then like check out their stats, and then possibly look up to see like where they're at today.
Let's do it.
You cool with that?
Swing it. Can you swing it?
That's another
we can swing
segment.
it.
All right, ready? Tell me when to stop.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Beep. Stop. Drop.
All right, so we got.
Derek Mayers or Myers.
This is a wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks.
Derek
Mays.
Derek
Derek
Mays.
Mays was a dog, I
Derek
think.
Mays.
Derek Mays was a dog, wasn't he? So on this card currently, he was born in 1974. He's 6 foot, 205, went to Notre Dame. And
That's him.
He was, so go ahead and swing. If you can bring up, let's go to his Wikipedia. Let's see what we got here. So when I got his card in 2000, he was a Seahawk, but he was drafted, it looks like, by the Packers, played there for a few years. And then I got his card in the first year as a Seahawk. So let's see, how did his career play out after I had his card?
Post-career life. Post-career
So he
life.
went to the Chiefs. Hey, shout out. I got the jersey on today.
Yo, read the bottom. Read the bottom.
Was released during the final roster cuts later that year. And then it says, what else to say? Graduated from Notre Dame, communications degree. Okay, so it looks like, 145 receptions, 1,800 yards, receiving touchdowns, 16. And he's a Super Bowl champion. So who did he win a Super Bowl with?
Nobody. Probably.
Well, Seahawks never won one back then, right?
No.
So probably with the Packers,
Had to
right?
have been the
Has to be.
Yeah, right there. Super Bowl 31. So Brett Favre.
Favre me.
Against the
Yeah, Brett Favre. That'd be Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And then it also says that he runs the Lou Holtz Foundation nowadays and starred in The Ultimate Hustler, a hip-hop celebrity apprentice in 2005.
Huh. All right. So I think what we should do, and the reason that I want to do this is because I think it would be sick to like go through this book, randomly select people, and then invite them onto the show.
Let's do it.
So how do we we just send him like a link?
We
We
gotta-
could Zoom him someday.
We got to send him a link, send him like something to like get him hype about coming
All
onto
right,
the show.
Tell him why he should come on the show.
You should come on this shows because we are like you. We're retired athletes that just love to have fun. We enjoy being able to help people. We enjoy being able to speak our minds and also spend time with the people that we think are incredible people. So because you're an ex-NFL athlete, and that's not the only reason why we think you're incredible, because you've done a lot of things outside of there, we think that you should come on this show. So come on this show.
Let's
What do you
it.
think?
I think so. Hey, Swing, can you pull up his does he have any highlights on YouTube? Let's see what. Let's see. It's like early 2000s. So like, was YouTube? When was YouTube?
It might be grainy. There it is. Notre Dame, at least.
Notre Dame highlights?
Okay, let's see what we got here. Shout out Brian Hess channel. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Blur. Hold on, that's on Pitt though. Chill.
Is it?
Chill.
Yeah, you might want to mute this. We're gonna. I'm gonna mute the
Lost my
video.
man. It lost my man back there.
I don't even got the remote control.
Swing, can you mute the video?
Can I mute it?
Yeah.
Far left. Because
He's
he's the best.
demonetized for a song that
Around.
is from.
Nothing's ever gonna get me down.
So. All right.
Them jerseys back in the day were poop.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh,
he
one
one-handed
hand.
that.
Look like a young Trey Tip. Oh man, that quality is crazy.
This looks
Goodness
like my high school
gracious.
mixtape.
Nah, dude,
Who's-
your high school mixtape was way better than.
Who was quarterback at Notre Dame back then?
I don't know. They used to
know?
hold the ball weird.
Yeah. No, I mean he was obviously a dog. Like he drafted by by the Packers, and then so all right. So he's on the show. He's gonna be a guest on the show. What are we gonna talk to him about?
Let's talk about his college career, but let's also talk about the things that he currently loves doing and how he found his passion to where he is now. Because everybody retires, right?
Mhm.
Like you don't play football forever. That's the one thing you definitely can't do forever.
Yeah.
Right. So like, what did you do after, and why did you do it after?
Mm-hmm. All right, you pick one now.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yo, hold on, cuz. This thing about heavy as heck. I'm scared. I'm gonna drop this.
Bro, he runs the Lou Holtz Foundation.
I seen that. All right, ready?
Crazy.
Huh.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Left or right?
Stop.
Cade McCown
Ooh.
or McNown.
What is it?
McNown.
McNown, I think. right?
McNown. Let's look him out. Let's look him up.
Cade McNown.
McNown.
Oh, the C or K?
C.
C. All right, Cade. Cade McNown.
All right. Good old Cade.
All right.
All right. Born in 77. He was drafted by the Bears. That's the card you got there. He played there till 2000. And he went to the Dolphins and the 49ers. Where'd he go to college?
He's a UCLA guy.
UCLA.
UCLA, California. Stand up.
What's his best year? Wow, his junior, he tore it up, dude. 24 tutties, 6 picks, 25 picks, or 25 touchdowns, 11 picks his senior year.
It's not bad, man.
Pretty good numbers, right? All right, so this is gonna be our new thing.
I keep
Bro, you
yawning.
can't yawn in the middle of a podcast.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That turkey's killing me. Uppercut.
I've been yawning every time he
Hook.
switches to Wikipedia.
Hook. He said every time.
Dude, this shit started hot.
And then it
trailed.
you
But we
know?
got 2 new guests.
Yeah, we do.
So we're gonna reach out to them and
Yes.
send them a video.
Cade McNown, we're coming to see you. We're going to talk about UCLA and what it was like back in the 90s. We figured that, since you being in LA during the 90s, man, it definitely probably had to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to know. We want to know about it. And then also, who's the other one that we have?
Derek Mays.
Mays. Derek Mays, Notre Dame guy. And Notre Dame at that time was a powerhouse. So, like, I'm curious to kind of find out on how that
Wonder
was
if he
and what
played
that
with the
lifestyle
bus
was.
with Jerome around that same time. Jerseys looked like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So tell me a little bit about what you have going on. I know you mentioned your training. You had
Yeah,
all kinds of
man.
off-season stuff. Let's wrap up with just, a little bit of things that you see going on in maybe high school or college sports right now that you kind of like want to speak into.
I mean, the biggest thing I want to speak into, man, if you're somebody out there that's young and you're looking to find what you want to do in your future, man, find somebody who's already doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, find somebody that is like-minded like you, and it could take you on a journey where you can actually find what you're looking for. Because a lot of people try to do things by themselves, and, man, you can't afford to do that. You're not that smart. Something I learned from Nate Swink today, he said, you're not that smart, man. Somebody already knows on what to do, knows how to get there. Why would you waste all that time, all that money to go find it somewhere else when all you got to do is ask and just do a little bit of research. So I would highly advise anybody that's out there, man, if you want to go play college ball, find a mentor, somebody that's already in college that can kind of give you the blueprint. You know what I mean? You want to play in the NFL, find somebody who can give you the blueprint. If you want to be a great artist, find you somebody who can give you the blueprint. You know what I mean? So the biggest advice I got for anybody that's out there right now, man, find a mentor, somebody that could teach you where you want to go. Because for the longest time, I used to always say I wanted to be a millionaire, but I never knew what it meant to be that, right? So I had to go find people who were that, right? And what are some of the struggles you go through? What are some of the things that you got to deal with? So I could be prepared when it's my time to go.
Do you have anybody that, like, if you could have anybody as a mentor right now, living?
There's a couple, especially in what I do right now with media, man. I would like Ryan Clark to be a mentor. I would like Stephen A. Smith. There's a couple guys in the media realm that you actually get to see who really kill it, man. Louis Riddick. There's a couple people, man, and they're all different types of people. The reason why I think I look up to them the most, in terms of at least the realm that I'm in right now, is because of how they do it, right? They were able to do it for a very long time, but also be consistent. Because people don't make it on TV and last long. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so in order for you to last long, you have to really be able to do your job, right? And they do their job really well. And then on the back end of things, man, outside of media, in terms of coaching, you know, Coach Mike T, Mike McDaniels, the list is everlasting long. The Texans head coach, I can't remember his name right now, but the Texans head coach right now, man, he's killing it, bro. He turned everything completely around. I think his name's D'Amico Ryans, man. And it's
That sounds right.
It sounds about right? And him and C.J. Stroud are doing something different over there in Houston.
Yeah.
So those are the guys I can say that I look up to, and I'm looking forward to possibly getting mentored by eventually one day. But the mentors that I have right now have also been incredible in my life. You know, Brian's been an incredible mentor for me. I know, you know, Mr. Bill, somebody that else I look up to. Will James is somebody that I look up to, man. And there's a couple other guys that I haven't mentioned, but all my mentors know the love I have for them, man. And I genuinely appreciate the help they've given me, and they're all somewhere I want to be. You know what I mean? And each of them have something that I want, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's me being able to go out and learn because, again, bro, like, you don't know everything. So stop acting like you do. You know what I mean? Reach out. Find out what it means to be where you want to be. You know what I mean? Because I want to touch 1 million, maybe even more than that. You know what I mean? Maybe touch 1 billion. But if that's the case, I have to get around a couple billionaires because I don't know what it means to even have that much money. You know what I mean? And to understand that, you got to put yourself in the realm of that. So if you're listening right now, if there's anything or any word of advice I can give you is, if you're somebody who just got an NIL deal and you're like, I don't know what I should do with all this money, go get a mentor. They could tell you where to go, how to move it, how to make it make sense, right?
What should they look for in a mentor? Is it just performance?
I wouldn't even say performance, man. It's morals. You know what I mean? What allows you to look up to them, right? Because at the end of the day, not every mentor is perfect. You know what I mean? You might have a specific area you're looking up to them for to help build on who you are, right? Like for me, bro, every single mentor I have is to build on me in a different realm. You know what I mean? Although they might all have an X amount of money that's relatively close, each of them play a role in my life completely different. You know what I mean? So it allows me to benefit who I am as a man, by finding out what I need and then who can possibly provide that. And I found that, man. I've gotten some really good mentors. I've gotten some really good people in my corner, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't even know, like, in the art world, really, like, I don't know. I struggle to figure out, like, who I'd go to for mentorship.
And you got to think, bro. I mean, maybe it's not something that you've ever really thought about because as an artist, it's a single life. You know what I mean? Like, you're going based off of what you feel. It's your content. It's your concept. You know what I mean? But in terms of the business trade, that's maybe somewhere you can get help, right?
So I have, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have people, like you said, like Brian, you know, that I've went to learn the business side of things.
Right.
And, like, that I just from being around, you know, like Jay and Jenna were here for, like, maybe I shouldn't, you know, I have to beep them out. I don't know why. She doesn't ever want to be on the on the camera. But, like, you know, I just don't have anybody that I'm, like, currently looking to from a creative realm.
Right.
I follow people, but I don't have someone that I consider a mentor.
And that's something that maybe you should possibly think about. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, bro, creative energy flows differently. There's times that you ever feel like your creative energy is just not there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe there might be a technique.
Yeah, I mean, just being honest, like there's definitely phases I go through where the creative it just feels I'm just tired, you know, like it's like one day I feel like I wake up and I have so much creative energy. And sometimes it's like like by the hour.
Yeah.
Like I feel so motivated, and then some sort of task or something, it's more urgent, so you have to do it, and it takes you out of that. So I'm constantly working on, you have to learn how to create, not from just solely inspiration, but out of like, I need to get this done. Like, this is work, and still find the creativity in it.
I mean, what I've come to learn is, and this is a quote by Pistol Pete, is greatness happens when you do what you don't want to do when you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's being able to be consistent in the things that you set out to do while you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then yeah, you got to put up 10,000 shots. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even when you don't feel like doing it, you got to come in here and you got to shoot a video even when we don't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? Brian talks about it every once in a while himself. It's like there's days that he doesn't want to speak in front of a crowd, but we're shooting this, we're doing this in hopes that the right people see it, the right person sees it. Because who knows, man? It might take a year for somebody to say, you know what? We need these guys on our studio every single week. You know what I'm saying? Every day of the week. It might take less than that, but you won't know unless you keep shooting. You feel me? So in my eyes, bro, like, yeah, bro, I'm tired right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm tired right now. I've had a long month. Like,
You have, dude.
bro, a long month, a long year, it feels like. But in the same sense, man, I am so blessed. I am so thankful. I am so grateful for every piece of adversity I've ever went through, and including this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because ultimately, at the end of the tunnel is light, whether you see it or not.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You know what's crazy? I said this to my friend the other day. I said the difference between bitter and better is one letter. It's a game of inches. Think about it. The difference between bitter and better is one letter. So if that's the case, man, you could be bitter and be tired. Be like, yeah, I'm not doing this today. You could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could be better and be tired and say, you know what, I'm tired, but you know what, I'm going to push through.
Yep.
And I'm going to figure it out. There's a difference. It's a game of inches. It's one letter.
Yeah. I think just acknowledging the tired is okay too, though.
Talk to
because
it.
like, you can't hide from it.
No.
I think that like people are like, no, I'm never tired.
No, that's
bullshit.
No,
Dude.
that's crap.
You're tired.
Yeah.
Like, how do you respond to the tired? How do you respond to when you forget something or
Say that again. How you respond to the what?
the tired?
Come on,
How do you
man.
how do you respond to being tired? Like, let me tell you, like, I haven't responded well every time. There's I wonder if you respond perfectly every time, how much differently your life would look.
You're not supposed to, though, I don't think, man. I think that you're supposed to respond from where your actual heart is. Like, I think that's what makes our show so different. It's because we ain't faking for nobody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just kept it real. Like, I'm not out here saying that today is a great day. Nah, boy, I'm tired. Like, I want to go home, lay it down, relax. But in the same sense, man, I'm pushing through because that's what's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We got things that we want to do, man. We got people we want to see. We got people that we want to take care of, bro. So, like, doing stuff while you're tired, it's not easy, bro. But I'm thankful for y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's some days that you guys were tired, but you guys still remain my friend. And still kept looking out, right? It made my life easier. It made energy become more positive. So, like, ultimately, man, like, embrace that stuff, bro. Like, embrace being tired. Even when you're tired, bro, you know you're going to be cranky. Off rip. Just be honest with you. Off rip, I'm cranky. It don't matter. Like, if I'm tired, you're probably not going to like the person you're dealing with.
I could tell we were all hangry while we were sitting in here before we recorded. And so I was like, let's just... We talked about this at the beginning. We did like a Friendsgiving here at the office. I was like, let's just eat and then we'll do the podcast.
Nah, that didn't work.
We came in here and sat down and looked at each other, and there was no more hangry. It was just like, bro, I can't move. Like,
Pure defeat.
I feel so tired.
Right.
But like, you still do it.
You still
hit
do it.
record. You still, you sit down and you talk because like, it's just a podcast is the voice in your head. It's just a podcast. Like, doesn't really matter. You missed last week. You got no momentum. These are all negative thoughts. These are all things that if you let them, sit in your head, if we wouldn't hit record and we would have just went to work, like those thoughts would be just racing
all day.
Take control.
All day.
Now it's like they don't have control over me.
Come on.
Is every episode perfect? No. Is every rep perfect? No. Is every brushstroke perfect? No. It's just a matter of doing it.
Come on.
And if you keep doing it, you'll perfect it.
Come on.
And so, this show's far from what I want it to be. I mean, we're barely
Scratching
present
surface.
on social media. We're barely present outside of dropping an episode once a week. And I think that, you know, the why behind the show still remains the same. The initial concept obviously has changed over the years, but the initial concept of art and sports and building that community. But to me, the importance is like showing up for you guys who watch. The importance is showing you that, like, you know, when I don't feel like doing something, like, I'm going to still do it. And, you know, I know you've committed to this show as well. And, you know, there's athletes that look up to you. I don't know that there's artists who, like, look up to me.
I think
but
there
like,
is.
I know that they talk to me. You know, I know that they watch what I do. And so I don't care if you label me as, like, a leader in the industry yet or not. I'm still going to lead by example. And, you know, you may have noticed if you follow me, I haven't really posted much on my personal, like, Instagram either. And, I mean, life's just been moving fast. We got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
The more I do content professionally, the less motivated I feel to do it for myself.
Because it's your job now. It's not something that you just do for fun.
And so when I started VC2 Art, I deleted my personal page because I started making content for the art.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I don't want to be on my phone outside of here also.
Right.
So now I'm feeling that where I'm making content for others, and I want to now not make it for myself and be more present in my life, but which that doesn't lead to sales. So I have to still make it for myself, but I still want to. It's a process, dude.
Come on.
Everything is a process. And you're watching, by us doing a weekly episode, you're watching the process. You're watching us work through it. You're watching us get better. You're watching us celebrate, you know, wins with different guests that we have. And we have some big plans coming up. We have some good, you know, people we've been talking to. Like this obviously these cards is like a funny idea, but like how sick is that
it's
if
gonna
like
be crazy.
If we get one of these people on the show, right? And it's like, I mean, no shade thrown to Derek Mays. Is that his name? Derek Mays. No shade, because the dude had a career. Like,
And he
I
played
mean, I
it.
was
He did
literally
it.
like 8 years old. So like, I'm not throwing shade being like, I don't know who he was. I was 8 years old. Like, how sick would it be to get to talk to him though?
And talk about his
like,
story.
To me, like, up until this point in my life, he's just been a person on a playing card. So like the fact that now on this show I get to like bring that person to life and like meet them possibly or like talk to them. I don't know, man.
Think about it, bro. You think these guys don't want to talk about their sex stories?
Hell yeah.
The stuff they've been through, man. And that's why I said, like, bro, it's 10,000 shots, man. This is a platform for us to speak our minds, to be heard. You got to think about it. Yes, a lot of people are doing this, but they're not us. And I think that way. I feel that way. I believe that way. And I pray that way. You feel me? Like, you got to genuinely put in the time and the effort. And, yeah, again, we might be tired, bro, but we get opportunity. Like, right now is an opportunity, bro. Like, again, you could be bitter, you could be better, bro. And I feel like we're always choosing to be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's nice, bro, because even that card situation, like, I'm looking forward to seeing if these guys will come on and be able to share their stories, man, because they probably have stories. The 90s, no phones, no nothing. You get a chance to just go out, have a good time, and go play ball. You know they weren't going to class. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the fun stuff that you get to talk about. You can find out about, right? Because it's been so much time since, bro. They have no problems talking about stuff like that. And I feel like this is some of the stuff that some of the people are begging us to be able to do. Like, is there a famous artist out there that we want to get on here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we gotta reach out to them, man. Because I think there's some people out there who use art for them to be able to speak. You know what I mean? Like,
that's another thing I've been like, I feel like I haven't been posting a lot is because I'm having a midlife crisis of what I create.
oh, talk about it.
Like,
This is for the artists, by the way. Talk about it.
like I think every artist gets to a lid with certain subjects and mediums, and I feel like I've reached that. I don't feel as, I don't feel as free as I used to in certain areas of what I still, like I said, I still love creating what I'm doing. I love using my gift to create. I think I'm at a crossroads where I'm ready to start expressing not just the skill that I have, but the thoughts that I have with the skill. And I feel like up until this point, I've really just been honing in on the craft itself. But now it's time to start actually creating work that makes people think.
And that's something, bro, I could say about you, bro, is that you're not just an artist, bro. You're creative. And the reason why I say that is because you found a new realm to create that you're learning that you just got really good at. Right, graphic design, bro. You've been killing it lately. You've been making the thumbnails. You've been doing all the things that typically we would outsource for, right, bro? And you found yourself getting really good at it, right? Being able to use your artistic value with pictures. So I feel like you just find different avenues just to get better at. So like, you're an artist, yes, of course, but you're also a creative. You're also a graphic designer. You're also a businessman. You're also a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
I have a couple ideas for some paintings that I want to do, but it's like, I almost feel like these paintings are like life work paintings. Like, I don't know how long. Like, I might just work on it the rest of my life. Like, I just might start a canvas and just like, just keep adding to it.
Can I get an emotional painting from Vinnie, like what you actually feel? Like one of these days, like if you're just OD happy, just go get a can of paint and just figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
Like just genuinely figure it out and I'll buy it from you. Because then I'll have something to look at in my house that like, at least I know for a fact that man was happy as shit when he got up on there and painted this canvas. Because like, don't get it twisted. Like your stuff that you do with athletes is remarkable. And what you got coming up here with some of the athletes you're working with is about to be OD. But like, I want to see something that's like what Vinnie feels. You know what I mean? Because I love art, bro. I used to go to the museum all the time. Like, all the time.
Really?
Yes, all the time, bro. And I used to just walk around, look at the different art pieces, the different artifacts, bro, because I like knowing how people think.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the empathetic part of me is, like, getting to see, like, this is what people really think about. This is what their emotions was telling them to do. You know what I'm saying? When I see your art with football, man, I can see that you had a passion for ball, but I want to see something that says, yo, no, that was Vinnie, and he wasn't in a good place that day. Like, for example, what is his name? The one that got his ear cut off. Artist.
Vincent Van Gogh?
Yes, Vincent Van Gogh, right?
Cut his own ear off.
Cut his own ear off, right?
Nailed it.
But, like, you could also see it, right, in his
Cut
art.
my ear off?
I can do it for you if you need me to.
I'm good, bro.
Uncle Tony also said
I
he
mean,
could
do I
it
got
for
to
you.
do some shit? Uncle Tony?
Uncle Tony.
You know Uncle Tony?
Yes, you know Uncle Tony?
Who's Uncle Tony?
Uncle Tony's the one that could cut your ear off for you if you want him to.
Uncle Tony's the one that's I have an Uncle Tony, and he's who made me get into art.
Really?
Not made me, but inspired me to get into art.
That's crazy, because I was joking. I didn't even know you had Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony.
Well, what's crazy about that is Uncle Tony would also probably tell you, it's like, yo, give him something that is you. Because you are sports.
My Uncle Tony would also probably cut your ear off.
I mean, so then you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So with that said, man, like, can I please get an art piece that's just purely like Vinnie's emotions?
Might take a while.
Who cares? Maybe it's your kids. I don't know. I don't know what the art piece is going to be, bro. I just want to see it just because I feel like the art that you do, bro, like, you're doing it and you do it for you, but I feel like you haven't done one that is strictly for you.
The last time I like picked up a brush to just do something for me was when I started the hymn collection. That led to the exhibit.
So can we get back to that?
I almost didn't do that because I was so in the, you know,
Right.
like the daily grind of commissions and,
Right.
you know, I was like, that was me taking the brush back a little bit. And I feel like I'm ready to do that again, but just in a different way this time. Instead of being like hyper realistic, hyper photo real paintings, like I want to be a little more, you know, expressive.
Right.
And like, anyways, dude, I'm just rambling about what I want to create.
But
and
I think this is what people need to hear.
yeah, because dude, it doesn't matter if you're an athlete or an artist. I feel like you get to a point where you have to look in the mirror and like, you know, be like, why do I do this? Like, what am I doing? You know, maybe you're gifted naturally in athletics. You know, I feel like I worked for everything I earned in athletics. I wasn't naturally gifted in that, but I loved it, and so I worked at it. I feel like I'm naturally gifted in the arts, and it's time that I, you know, start to figure out why I was given this gift. I've started to figure it out, obviously, with the podcast and what we're doing here, and you know, but I feel something turning.
Why don't you try a different type of style of painting, or like try a style that you know from past painters that you just want to try? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because like you have a unique style of your own. Like a lot of your stuff looks like it's not painted, bro, but you do it with such like detail.
That's
it's
the
crazy.
thing, though. I want to like stand next to my next painting and not explain how, but why.
Let's do it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Every painting I've ever stood next to, it was, how did you do this? How did you paint this? How did you make it look so real? And I love that. But now it's about to start. It's about time that people are like, why did you paint this?
Ooh, who, what, where, and why. I think you need to do all of them together. Like, figure how you can get that out of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got the how. But what about the what? Like, what is that? Where's the where?
I'm tired of making sense.
Oh, then don't.
I'm tired of making sense, dude. Like,
you know what I want to, bro?
people are too comfortable, bro. Like, this world don't make sense.
That don't. And usually stuff that don't make sense make history.
Mm.
And that's where I think I got to start stepping up myself. And it's probably more my issue than anything is, like, I got to start recording myself while I'm talking to the kids. I don't mind doing stuff like this, bro, but I'm always in my element when I'm around the kids or I'm helping, right? And I don't realize some of the stuff that I say, but I also haven't taken enough time to even brand myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be genuinely honest, I was speaking, I was doing all these different things, but I did that without trying, bro. It was successful in it. Like, a lot of things that I was able to do, bro, I did just because I just wanted to do it. You know what I mean? And now that I know where I'm at and know how to brand and know how to market myself, it's like I've been marketing everybody else but me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, I'm going to say it to you because I'm also going to say it to me. It's unfair for me to market everyone else but myself. Like, I always used to take care of my friends more than I took care of myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I start separating myself from the situation or from the position that I was currently in, right, I started to treat myself like one of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you deserve to go be happy. You deserve to go pick up that pen. You deserve to go make that poem. You deserve to go write out whatever. You deserve to go be a coach. You deserve whatever it may be. You know what I mean? It's okay to have that. And I don't think we as humans tell each other enough that it's okay, as well as slow down. You know what I mean? Because everything is fast-paced these days. Nobody takes the time to be patient, to do the research, to do the things that is necessary for us to all be on the same page, man. And I'm done letting the cell phone speed me up. Mm-hmm. Just because I see other people doing something, I feel like I gotta do it more. Nah, bro, like, I'm cool. I'm in my lane. You know what I mean? And I'm driving in my Lambo. That's how I think about it. And I happen to be the Lambo. You know what I mean? So I stay in my lane and I'm driving in my Lambo until I figure out anywhere else I want to go. If I want to change cars, I'll go into my Bugatti one day. You feel me? But as of right now, I'm cruising in my Lambo, in my lane, staying exactly where I should be, bro. I'm building on me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And doing the passion products. I had to ask myself the other day, I said, what do I actually want to look like? Like, what's the best version of me? And what does he actually look like? Like, if I had to set a goal of me and me actually being where I said I want to be, where would he be? What would he look like? What would he have? You know what I'm saying? Because we all say we want to be successful, but we don't even know what we look like successful or what success actually means for us, right? For some people, it's just being happy with the family. You know what I mean? And they exceeded. They got that. They succeeded that. You know what I mean? But what does it mean for you? What do you value? And that's where people seek depression, is because they don't know. They just feel like I'm supposed to be over here because that's where everybody else is. But what does it really look like for you, bro, to have success as the man you are? I had to ask myself that question. I'm still asking, bro. I'm still asking, like, what does that look like? Because for me, I got some ideas. I'll share some. For me, bro, it's having a ranch.
A ranch?
Yeah, a ranch, man. I want a ranch bad.
Yeah?
Real bad. I want quads.
Okay.
Quads. I need quads. I want to drive through the woods. You know what I mean? Get crazy a little bit. You know, I want a farm. I want 2 dogs, outdoor dogs, but I want 1 dog in the crib.
Okay.
The 2 dogs outside are Kangles.
Okay.
Nuts, right? Nuts. You got to call me before you pull up. If you pull up unannounced, you might get bit, right? Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, man, I want real wealth, right? I told myself, I put it on my phone. I'm going to show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I stole this from Brian and Mr. Hess. I stole this from him. I stole this right here. If you look at my screen, okay, my screen is just a bunch of things that I value. You feel me? Mm-hmm. God first. Remember, you had nothing. Change lives and yours. Patience equals profit. It's a comma, not a period. And then at the very bottom of the one piece, because it's turned over right now, it says $1 million wealth. And the reason why I say $1 million wealth, I'm not just talking about money. I want it with friends. I want it with family. I want it with love. I want it with peace. You know what I mean? That's what wealth means to me. Money's just a piece of that wealth, right? So I want the money to be able to take care of my family, have a space for little Vinnie to come like, yo, I'm going to Uncle Trey's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you're doing. I'm going to Uncle Trey's because Uncle Trey got all the fun things. You know what I mean? I want to be able to have a gun range on my thing. I want a tree house. These are the things that I want, and I tell myself these things so consistent because now they can't no longer just be wants, right? What do they become after you said it out loud? Goals. I'm not a big dreamer. I had somebody tell me the other day, it's like, you're just a dreamer. You know how offensive that is to me? you know what I mean? Like, you're a dreamer. I can't, like, even when people say that, even with respect, it, like, irks my soul. Because, like, I'm not a dreamer. I'm a goal chaser. You know what I mean? Like, putting my first foot forward is the one thing I'm great at. Has it always been successful? Is it things that you wanted to go chase? Not in the moment. Like, bro, what we created here is something that I've tried to create before.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And because people couldn't see it in the then, they think it didn't happen. But then you look into now and you're like, whoa, he actually did it.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it, dude. I think that, like, we're going to look back on episodes like this when we're in the midst of figuring it out someday with such fondness because, like, it's really in the, like, vulnerability of, like, the now where you just don't know until you know.
Come on.
You just don't know what life is going to look like until it gets there, and then you're like, I don't remember before this. So it's like we're not going to remember how we feel right now. Like, just to reference back to Disney, I look back at the trip. There wasn't a moment in the trip where someone wasn't very stressed out.
Right.
And, like, just ready to go home.
Right.
But the moment I got home, I was like, damn. Like, I'll never get that trip back with my daughter as a 4-year-old. I'll never get that trip back with my son learning how to walk in Disney World. How much would I pay to go back to those moments that I took for granted while I was standing there? And it was literally a 24-hour difference between when I was in them and when I realized that they were gone.
And this is something I'm going to ask you to do, Vinny. And I'm going to ask everybody who's watching this, because I'm going to ask you especially, okay? When you find yourself getting so far in your head, ground yourself. Because we can be mad about 1,000,001 things, right? But the moments that we share with people don't ever come back. There's times, bro, when I'm so deep in my head, and you've seen it, especially in this office as of lately, right? You've seen me deep in my head. And there's times where I literally just look at my feet and be like, oh, I am here. Mm. Oh, I'm in a $110,000 studio. Mm. Gratefulness. Be grateful. Oh, I do have 2 dogs. I do have a cat. I do have a lot of different things that people don't have, right? One thing that Ryan said, and people around me have also said, man, is like, when you think you're down bad here, think about what people are going through in other countries.
Yeah.
Like, and actually think about it. Like, is your bad really that bad?
100%.
Agree. It might suck in the moment. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm not saying that. But is it really that bad that you feel like you got to give up? That you got to quit?
Brian always says, like, if you knew everybody's problems, you'd just keep your own.
You'd keep them. You keep them. That's why I try not to say much, man. But I feel like the one thing that is important with that, though, is everybody deserves the right to come out and say how they feel, right? And talk exactly how they feel. But not everybody deserves to hear how you feel, right? I don't share what I go through with everybody. I share with the very few people that I consider a part of my tribe.
Yeah.
And I am responsible for what they know, right? But everybody else doesn't need to know that. They don't need to know where you're at. They don't need to know how you're moving. You know what I'm saying? That's being respectful to your emotions and your time and your peace, right? So, like, yes, you would hold your own. I don't got to complain to you. You're bad. Your life's probably bad in some ways, too. I wouldn't want to carry your luggage, so I'm not going to ask you to carry mine. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a respect thing, man. Respect the situation you're in, whatever it may be. You could be in the worst position of your life, and you think that there's nothing worse than this right here. But do you understand there's something worse out there for you if you really, 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 really wanted it?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Live through it.
So, like, enjoy right now, man.
Yeah.
Ground yourself.
Yeah.
Ground yourself.
No doubt.
Ground yourself. Ground
Man,
yourself.
Thank you for, sitting down today, dude. I know we have 1,000,001 things to do, but it's so great to, like, just catch up with you on the show. Like, we talk outside of here, but sometimes, like, us sitting down, undivided attention, well, sort of undivided attention, like, actually getting to know you through doing this is like one of the biggest privileges of my life. And so I'm grateful for you, man, as a brother and as a friend. I'm grateful for all of you as well who have, journeyed with us on this podcast, who watch the episodes, who, share this with the people in their life, and then even the ones who message me or Trey and just tell us that you watch, or maybe you bought some merch. We're like super grateful for you guys, because this is something that takes a lot of time and energy for us to do. It's rewarding for us, but it's 10 times funner when we know, 10 times more fun when we know that you're there on the other side, and that we're actually, helping you through things. So make sure that you reach out, make sure that you follow us on social, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And I'm trying to introduce Jersey Days. So if you wear a jersey on Thursdays,
it's Jersey Days.
Tag Athletic Aesthetic Pod on social media, and we'd love to share your Jersey Day. So the more obscure the jersey, the better. Go hit up our boys in Zeds or something. Go thrifting. Find that jersey that like nobody else has seen before. Rock it on a Thursday. Hashtag Jersey Day. I'm trying to bring back Jersey Shore Jersey Days.
Come on, baby.
Dude, this has been fun. Appreciate you. Anything else before we head out?
Yeah, man, if you're a young videographer and you're looking to learn from somebody, man, the guy behind the 1s and 2s he's not showing his face right now, but the guy knows a lot. I speak very highly about this dude right here, swing man with the baseball bat in the background. You feel me? But man, if you want an opportunity to learn from somebody, man, come learn from him. If you're an artist that needs some love and you're like, I don't know where to go in the business, come talk to Vinnie. If you're an athlete that says like, man, I just need a little bit of love, man, then come find me, because I promise you I'll give you every bit of love from my heart that I could possibly give you. So, man, this is Athletic Aesthetic.
We love you.
Peace.